Good day to you. Welcome to the second part of the product enhancement training. In the first video, we covered the product enhancements and its benefits. In this video, we are going to look how to sell or switch the products. Let's take a quick recap on the benefits. This is now applicable to Plan A, E and NLA's Achiever Plan. Remember, these benefits do not apply to Plan B or NLA's casket and family plans. The main member, spouse and family members, including the 14-plus-year-olds, will now all receive R3,200 cash back, whereas the 6 to 13-year-olds will receive R1,600, 1 to 5 years will receive R850. The main member will now also receive R60 airtime, as well as both digital and hard copy funeral programs. The family members will have the option now to choose between digital programs or hard copies. When it comes to the shared benefit, all plans are benefiting from that. That means it's Plan A, B, E, as well as NLA's Achiever Plan, Family Plan and Casket Plan. So the shared benefit for main member and spouse, as well as all the family members, including the 14-plus-year-olds, will all receive a R3,200 shared benefit. 6 to 13 years will receive R1,600 and 1 to 5 years will receive R850. Remember, our drive is to switch all existing Plan A and Plan B members to Plan E as soon as possible. The same for NLA. We want to switch our current family and casket plan members to the Achiever Plan as soon as possible. I've discussed some of these reasons already in the first video. We would really like to make sure that we align with the current market trends and that our products don't become outdated, and that we would be able to always meet the needs of our customers through the products that we are putting on the table for them. We'd also like to put more focus on less products. So in other words, we want to focus on our two flagship products, which is Plan E as well as the Achiever Plan, because this will allow us, through our focus, to provide the best quality product with the best benefits to ensure that we provide the best service to our customers. We also want to ensure that our products comply 100% with the Financial Services Conduct Authority requirements. Lastly, if we're not yet the leader in the funeral industry, this is what we want to move towards. We want to become the market leader in the funeral industry. And this can only happen through these small changes that we are currently implementing at the moment. Now let's look at some ideas on how we can convince a customer to switch from a Plan A to a Plan E. First of all, if we look at the total number of beneficiaries on a Plan A, it is 13 members. And the total number of beneficiaries on a Plan E is 12 members. So it means there's only one member more on a fully loaded Plan A than on a Plan E. Now let's say, for example, that a Plan A member is not a fully loaded member. So in other words, it's less than 13. Then the switch shouldn't be that difficult. They can then just transfer all the members onto a Plan E. However, if it is a fully loaded Plan A, meaning that there are 13 members on that plan, then you will have to convince your customer to reduce the number with only one person. The next one is the monthly premium that we can work on, and which is also really a very good selling point, I believe actually the best selling point for switching from a Plan A to a Plan E. So the Plan A, the current monthly premium is R220, but then it's a R20 added per extended beneficiary. So in other words, if it's a fully loaded Plan A, the monthly premium will be R300 for those 13 members. Whereas for a Plan E, for 12 members, you have a fixed amount of R220 per month. So by reducing a fully loaded Plan A from 13 members with one less to 12, that member will save 80 Rand every month on his monthly premium. That's a huge difference if you take it over the long term. 80 Rand is a lot of money with just one member less than what a Plan E can take. Now, when we look at strategies to convince a customer to switch from Plan B to Plan E, when we look at the beneficiaries, it's a bit different. In other words, a Plan B that is fully loaded will have 18 members in total, whereas a Plan E has 12 members in total. So there's a bit of a difference, 6 members the difference. Now you can convince your customer and say, Mr. Customer, what we can do for you to switch to a Plan E to get all of those nice benefits, I would highly recommend that you split your plan into 2 Plan Es. Split Plan B into 2 Plan Es. When you do that, you can even add an additional 6 members to make up the full 2 Plan Es. But remember, a main member and spouse cannot be the same on the second Plan E policy. So they should select a different main member and spouse on the second policy. The last option, which could be a bit difficult to convince a customer, is to tell the customer, especially if it's a fully loaded Plan B, to reduce their membership with 6 members. But I would really encourage you to convince those Plan B members to split their policies into 2 Plan Es, because they're going to get so much more benefits when they have a Plan E. So with a monthly premium, that is exactly the same for Plan B and for Plan E. But paying the same monthly premium, you get much more benefits on the Plan E than what you get on Plan B. Remember the main member and spouse? Yes, they will get the same as on a Plan E, the cashback of 3,200 Rand, but they're only going to get 30 Rand airtime, whereas the main member will get 60 Rand on a Plan E, and they will only get hard copies of their funeral programs, where the main member can get both hard copy and digital copies of the funeral program. Another nice selling point on switching a customer from a Plan B to a Plan E is the waiting period. Now we all know that the waiting period currently is 3 months for both Plan B and Plan E. But we decided that we will meet our customers halfway regarding this matter. In other words, if we convince a customer to split the Plan B into 2 Plan Es, this means if it's a fully loaded Plan B, the customer will then transfer 12 of the members onto a Plan E, and the remaining 6 of the 18 members to a second Plan E. That means there's still space open for 6 new members. Now, if they add the 6 new members, those 6 new members will not have a waiting period. Their policy will also be immediately activated. I think this is also a very nice selling point when you want to convince your customer to split the Plan B, especially if it's a fully loaded Plan B, into 2 Plan Es. I hope these tips will give you some confidence in also guidance to assist you in convincing customers to switch from a Plan A or Plan B to a Plan E. In this section, we have prepared some questions that customer may have with the annual increases and the added benefits. So these questions are provided with answers so that they are guidelines for you whenever a customer asks you any one of these questions. So the first question is, why has the annual increase gone up with 20 Rand and not 10 Rand? Now, as we've stated, we really wanted to add some additional benefits to the current products. and to also increase our services to our customers to meet their needs. That is one of the reasons we needed to increase our benefits, and we also needed to take into consideration the rising inflation that we've been experiencing the past couple of years. You all know with the load shedding how much fuel have we been using in our generators. Vehicle maintenance have gone up. Material prices have gone up, especially at the granite factory for the tombstones. Funeral equipment prices have gone up, labor has gone up, security, etc., etc., etc. So we needed to keep these rising costs into consideration when we looked at the annual increases. And the lowest amount we could come up with was 20 Rand, just to cover our cost and just to deliver the exact same service as we are currently delivering. But we still want to deliver better service. That's why we have added those benefits as well. We really want to meet our customers' needs through these changing years, and we hope that you will be able to answer the question in the same manner as what the answers are provided under this question. In question 2, why does Plan B not have added benefits like Plan A and E? As already stated, Plan B is outdated. It doesn't meet most of our customers' needs anymore. We've realized, and we did the statistics, we did the counts, and we saw that Plan E is far more popular than Plan B. Plan B is redundant. We don't want to sell on Plan B any longer. That is why we don't want to add the benefits to Plan E. We'd rather use it as a carrot so that customers switch to a Plan E. Question 3. Why do beneficiaries only get increased benefits and not the main member? Now remember, the main member still gets 30 Rand more airtime this time around, which then adds up to 60 Rand. And the main member will also receive both hard copy and digital format of the funeral programs. The main member will still get an upgraded casket, so their casket is still better than what the family members are getting. What we want to convince our main members on is the fact that they will now have peace of mind. Peace of mind in the sense that they now know that their family members are also financially taken care of. They all are now going to get a 3,200 Rand cashback. And that should make a main member feel much more comfortable knowing they are taken care of. Question 4. Why are people from Plan B not moving with all their beneficiaries? So unfortunately, rules are rules. We cannot make exceptions for our Plan B members to move all their members over to a Plan E. They will have to either split their Plan B into 2 Plan E policies, or rather reduce it until we have 12 members on a Plan E. We cannot make an exception for them. Question 5. Why can't we stick to Plan B only? Now that we have dealt with on previous occasions as well. Because Plan B is really outdated. We've done the statistics. We've realized that Plan E is far more popular than Plan E. Plan B doesn't serve all our customers' needs at the moment. Question 6. Why is the shared benefit amount so much less than what an actual funeral cost? Now this we have been over and over in the past. Wisani is not a bank. It's not a savings plan. We as a burial society really want our current members to make full use of all our funeral services. We don't want to focus on shared benefits. We're really not in the business of shared benefits. We want our customers to experience the brilliant service that we are giving when we give them all our funeral services. So please, whenever you sell, do not sell on shared benefit. We will never load the amount to such an extent that it equals that what an actual funeral cost is. Question 7. Plan B's premium should not increase as there are no additional benefits. We are not going to allow one plan to be increased and the others not. The reason why we are not including benefits in Plan B is because we want Plan B members to switch to a Plan E. Plan B is outdated and Plan E has much better benefits than what a Plan B has. So please try and convince your current Plan B members to switch to a Plan E. Question 8. Will additional vehicles be added to the funeral service? No, funeral services will stay the same. However, something to look forward to is from March this year, we are going to start looking at replacing and upgrading our current funeral equipment so that it has a much more stylish and up-to-date look. So look out for this one. Question 9, this is the last question. What additional benefits will customers get on the Tombstone premium increase? Tombstone customers will only get an increase on their shared benefit, which is 1,300 Rand to 1,500 Rand. Hence the reason why this Tombstone plan has also just gone up with 10 Rand per month and not 20 Rand like the other products. And the reason also for increasing with the 10 Rand is due to the increase in the general living costs. As I've already mentioned, fuel has gone up, Tombstone materials, the prices have gone up tremendously, labor and inflation and all of those things contributed to the Tombstone increase as well, but we also allowed for a shared benefit increase with the Tombstone plan. Right, so this brings us to the end of video 2. Again, just a reminder, please, if there are any additional questions to the ones we've raised in this video, add them to the WhatsApp group so that everyone else can see and that they also prepared with the answers that we provide on that WhatsApp group. The next thing that you now need to go do is, and this is very, very important, you need to go and participate in an online assessment. There's 20 multiple choice questions that you need to answer, and it's all based on the changes of the current products that we have. We just want to make sure that you understand 100% what these changes are, that you are familiar with these changes and that you are now ready to go out there and sell to our clients and explain to them why these increases have happened. So please, right now, when you are done with this video, go on to the online assessment. I have sent the link for this assessment to you so that you can complete that assessment. You also need to sign. We're all going to follow up. I don't want to follow up with you. Please take the responsibility and complete that online assessment. And then we will make sure that everyone has gone through the assessment who needs to go through it. After you've completed that assessment, then you can go into video 3, the very exciting video on the competition that we are going to be launching this year. Right, thanks. Please send me the results of your test assessment. We'll chat in video 3 again.